There are some things that we do in math that are throwbacks to how we used to do it. And this is definitely one of those things. So let's think about time for a minute. How do we measure time? Um, we measure time in hours, minutes, and seconds, correct? So, how many minutes are in an hour? Is it 10? Because 10 would make sense because we tend to do things in tens in math, but it's not 10. How many minutes are in an hour? It's 60 minutes in an hour. And how many seconds are in a minute? Well, there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. So, in every hour, there are 60 minutes. In every minute, there are 60 seconds. So, it's smaller and smaller units of time. Similarly, when they were creating this way of measuring time, they were also creating ways to measure angles. And the way that they did it was a very similar way. They measured things in degrees, minutes, and seconds. So you have 1 degree, right? There are 60 minutes, and we use one apostrophe to mean a minute in 1 degree, which is a circle. Similarly, each minute worth of like each part of a degree that's a minute, we can divide it into 60 seconds. So there are 60 seconds, which we use two dashes for, in 1 minute, and there are 60 minutes in 1 degree. And we can get something that looks like this: 50 degrees, 18 minutes, and 49 seconds. That's basically just 59 degrees and a little more, but tinier and tinier measurements, just like hours, minutes, and seconds would be measured the same way. Now, what we need to do functionally in our class is be able to take an angle that is measured in degrees, minutes, and seconds and turn it into a decimal. And to do that, we are definitely going to need our special calculators. This isn't something that I would ask you to do at home, so I'm not going to worry about showing you how to do this in um, any kind of other calculator, and you will have these calculators when you take your test. So I'm not terribly worried about it. But what we're going to need is, if you look sort of here in this middle row next to the negative sign, you see this circle apostrophe double apostrophe button. That's the button we're really interested in here. That's what's going to help us turn things from degrees to minutes and seconds. So what we need to do is we need to take our angle here, which is 59 degrees, 18 minutes, and 49 seconds, and type it into our calculator. And to separate the degrees from the minutes and the seconds, we're going to hit that degree, minute, seconds button. So we'll type 59 and then hit the degree, minute, seconds button. And you see the circle? That's good. Now, unfortunately, our calculator isn't that smart, because when you hit it again, it's going to put another circle there, but it does understand that that's 18 minutes. And then we're going to do 49 seconds, and we're going to hit that circle one more time. The calculator understands that this is 59 degrees, 18 minutes, and 49 seconds. And you'll see that by hitting the enter button, and you can see now it puts it in the correct notation. But what I want to know is, that's like 59 and some decimals, and I want to know what those decimals are. I'm going to hit the degree, minute, second button again, and that's going to convert it into decimals. So 59.314 degrees is what 59 degrees, 18 minutes, and 49 seconds essentially is. Let's try it again with our next example here, which is 264 degrees. So 264 degrees, 43 minutes, and 22 seconds. So what you can see here is that 43 is a much bigger portion of 60 minutes than 18 minutes was. So we're going to get a much bigger decimal out of this one. So again, hit the equal sign. It's showing you, oh yeah, degrees, minute, seconds, and then hit that degrees, minute, second button again. Turns it straight into a decimal, 264.723.